Welcome our final stand-up performer for the evening, Mr. Dan Franklin.
That's enough of that. I just want to say check, check. Cool, it works. I'm not doing this. Did it before. I just want to say that this has been a fantastic night, guys. There's been so much fun, so many laughs. And it brings me great honor to smear dark comedy all over it so that we can bring things back into perspective tonight. Don't want you to go home with too much of a positive mental attitude. I turned 40 a couple days ago. No. Definitely don't applaud. I still wake up every day. So that's good, but you know, nothing works the same as it used to, and you know, I still try to work out in this sort of futile attempt to keep up with my ever-expanding beer belly. I like to work out at home. You guys work out? Anybody work out at home? Yeah. You know why I like it? It's the accountability. It's really great. It's exactly what I need, and you know, I have a tendency to punk out in the middle of a workout, and I want to be as close to the fridge as possible. That works out pretty well. I also am pretty lazy, so I generally roll out of bed in underwear and socks and work out in that, because you know, putting on extra stuff is just too much effort. It's quite a sight. It's not really tolerated at your local 24-hour fitness to go work out like that. But you know, I try to get out there, I run a little, you know, hike, stalk. Camping is okay. You guys camp? That's all right. I mean, I gotta admit, I gotta give it to you. There's something exhilarating about being out there in nature and just, you know, knowing that at any moment this majestic animal might come and maul you, and you would be able to sue the campsite and not work another day in your life. So apart from that, it's just a bunch of eating crappy food and peeing in bushes, and I can do that at home. I've been getting crazy amounts of identity theft, and this happened to you guys? I mean, crazy amounts, 5 times in the last month. Not a joke. Well, it's kind of a joke's on them, because why would they want this? If you're going to steal an identity, maybe you should set your bar a little higher. But man, what a horrible chicken shit crime, right? I think that crime should be personal. You should have to like see the person. You know, this like identity theft is like millennial crime. It's like you don't have to do any work. You just sit at home. Like you can probably do it on your phone. I've heard. Yeah, but I think that the punishment is wrong. I think the punishment should fit the crime, right? I think that if you're going to do identity theft, you have to be me. If you get caught, you have to be me for a year. You win, you got the identity, and I can go do whatever I want for a year. Or longer, maybe, depending on what it is. Sounds very much like being 40. Did I mention I'm 40? I'm kind of obsessed with this 40 thing. 40 is the new 29. I really hate, there's 2 types of people that say that sentence. There's the people that are already over 40 and are extremely disillusioned. And then there's these sort of bumper sticker optimists that say it too, that are extremely stupid. 40 changes everything. I'm trying to make the most of it though. I really am. I had my first midlife crisis, and I hope there will be many more. But I went out, my wife doesn't even know this. So I went out, it was totally spontaneous. I went straight there and I bought a sandwich. I did, I went downtown. And there was this dude in a trench coat, and he was selling stolen sandwiches on a blanket with like some other worthless trinkets, you know, like watches and purses and Chargers tickets. And I was like, hey man, I need a sandwich. And he goes, all right man, how about a turkey on wheat? And I was like, what is this, Togo's? I know you got the good stuff in the van. And he's like, oh, you want a real sandwich? When it just so happens that my partner just got back from Colombia. I said, stop right there. That Colombian meat always makes me twitchy. You got anything European? He kind of sizes me up, makes sure I'm not undercover. He cases the area, looking for fuzz. Goes back to the van, and he comes back with a little baggie of aged brie. And he says, man, this is my private stash. This stuff will knock you out, but it's expensive. I said, how much? He says, $50 a gram. And I know that's a lot, but this is my midlife crisis, so I said, throw in a baguette. Some of those Chargers tickets. You got a deal. Man, that was a crazy night. Last thing I remember is doing a bunch of lines of bologna with some bikers, and I woke up in a Quiznos bathroom covered in mustard. There were crumbs everywhere. Kids, don't end up like me, all right? I am living proof. I know what you've heard, but I am living proof that PBJ is in fact a gateway sandwich. I'm Dan Franklin, I'm out of jokes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan